A matchmaker spent 18 months vetting candidates, enduring 22 failures before her search came to a dead stop on match 23. That volume of trial and error reflects a widespread cultural exhaustion. The common perception is that the dating pool itself is broken, a landscape dominated by bad actors, scammers, and the fatigue of the endless swipe. Couples often fall into the trap of sliding, allowing the relationship to progress based on external pressures, reaching age 30 or hitting financial benchmarks. But once these milestones are met and initial euphoria fades, this shaky foundation causes the path forward to veer off course. The expert alternative to sliding is deciding. This is a proactive shift, where the commitment is based on a rigorous evaluation of the partnership's internal mechanics rather than its social momentum. Preventing a long-term failure requires a complete abandonment of passive momentum. Instead, we have to apply a professional matchmaker's framework, auditing compatibility across 3 distinct timelines. The first timeline focuses on the past. Your current behavior in a relationship is tethered to a blueprint you didn't choose. What most people define as their type is frequently a hidden psychological program installed during childhood. You are often unconsciously seeking a dynamic that mirrors or compensates for your earliest environment. Your attachment style is the operating system governing affection, rules determining if you're safe or threatened by intimacy. Failure stems from 2 people running conflicting systems, where one's need for space triggers the other's fear of abandonment. Until this past programming is audited and understood, couples remain trapped in a loop of conflict, with each person assuming their own internal program is the only objective reality. Moving from the past blueprints, the framework shifts to the second timeline, the future trajectory. Marriage relies on a commitment to an overarching structure, not a static individual. Humans grow. A rigid connection snaps when they change. A relationship vision is the architecture of a shared life, keeping the framework intact as individuals evolve. Personality shifts over decades, but a shared vision anchors, absorbing changes without destabilizing. The final timeline brings us to the present. This is the space of daily friction and real-time relationship management. While many focus on love languages, these are often too passive to ensure long-term survival. Lasting partnerships require an understanding of a partner's conflict language. A healthy conflict language is built on mutual vulnerability. It requires moving past the desire to be right and instead using arguments as a tool to understand the partner's underlying fears or needs. True toxicity is defined by power imbalances and the suppression of autonomy. Healthy friction, however, allows 2 separate perspectives to mold and lock together under the pressure of a disagreement. Navigating this daily friction depends on emotional intelligence. This EQ allows you to recognize when your own childhood programming is being triggered, preventing a simple disagreement from degrading into a toxic clash. Frequent arguments are not a sign of failure. When handled with high EQ, they are the mechanism used to continuously align 2 different realities in the present moment. To master this framework, you have to view the past, future, and present timelines as a single interconnected system. This reveals a significant hurdle. You cannot accurately evaluate a partner's blueprints or vision if you remain blind to your own. You are attempting to measure a match with an uncalibrated tool. When the matchmaker analyzed why she finally succeeded on attempt number 23, she realized it was because she had finally defined her own vision of a flexible, high EQ lifestyle. Knowing her own conflict style allowed her to recognize a match that others might have dismissed. Identifying a compatible partner functions as a byproduct of that self-discovery. Find your soul, found your mate. A lasting marriage results from the deliberate engineering of a partnership, built by 2 self-aware individuals who have audited their past to protect their future.